Compromise. You don't see that much in TV or the news, but it's actually not a terribly bad idea in general in life. What's in the best interest of students who come from areas where BEV is primarily spoken? And what's in the best interest of BEV? Using Muse in the classroom. That's in their best interest. I tend to agree with that. Linguistic diversity can make it easier for them because they can be more open. That also, I agree, is the other side of the... It's the opposite, but I can agree with that too. Okay, I see some good thinking going on. Muse is better because that's what employers are going to expect. Is that why people go to college? At JCCC, getting a job is typically the main reason people go to college, but there are still people who go to four-year schools to get humanities degrees to become enlightened, who don't go because of it's necessarily a straight quid pro quo, step-by-step cookie-cutter approach to getting a job. But that is what a lot of students want. Okay, encouraging diversity because it would probably benefit them more than the other option, but it doesn't say why. Okay, that's not really a good answer because it doesn't say why. It's sort of almost, I won't say it's not even begging the question. Diversity because it's better. Why is it better? That doesn't answer and give me any information. I think the overall, the typical, from the written words I'm seeing in front of me, most people tend to feel that mainstream U.S. English is a better advantage for them in the college setting to learn and be exposed to, especially if they didn't get English, mainstream U.S. English, academic English at home. It's more into the benefit of Black English vernacular speakers to get that in the college classroom. That is what consensus seems to be. I agree with that. What about for white people? What about the poor white kids? Who thinks about them? The first one doesn't answer the question. Let's skip it. Linguistic diversity. Yes. Right away. Linguistic diversity. Privileging Muse, I disagree with you. They're already used to that. So what's the advantage? Okay, is college someplace to go and not be challenged? Is that what you're saying? No, I don't think so. Is college someplace where we don't want to disrupt our minds any? Actually, if you want to learn something, it's going to mess up what's in your head, and you have to replace it with something new. You can't learn without changing what's in your head. You can't learn without changing what you believe. That's why education is always in the crosshairs in any cultural war, because we're in the job of communicating the values of society. This one, a Muse-speaking student has, I asked about, yeah, okay. They should be challenged to develop, this is good, this one here. A Muse-speaking student understands language concepts, and they should be challenged to develop diversity. Okay, overwhelmingly, okay, this last one doesn't count because it doesn't answer the question. Muse is best. Why? For who? We're talking about people who already mastered Muse, who know it. Okay, well, why should we privilege something they already have? No, I think the majority of the class from these last two questions show me they understand it. This students' rights, this encouraging linguistic diversity, it doesn't help non-native speakers particularly. It doesn't really help. It came out of the civil rights. It was ostensibly to help linguistically diverse people, but who does it really help? I think mostly it helps white people who weren't exposed to the diversity as children. They get to have it in college now. So isn't that funny? Something that's supposed to be good for the poor, the oppressed, turns out really being good for white people with privilege. That's typically how things work out. Things that are done to help others always end up helping the people in power. The road to hell is paved with good intentions, and we need to be careful about what we do and why, and not just and examine our true motives and examine what really happens because of the change. If we are privileging mainstream U.S. English or edited academic English in business and in culture and society in certain places, then by refusing to share it with non-native speakers or people who speak different dialects, aren't we really hurting them and privileging white people? It's kind of, don't get me started on that. That's a rant. That's for another day. All right, I better shut up. This is long enough, but hope this kind of shook some ideas out and gave you some ideas where to go.